our second lecture for subject economics, and today we are going to understand one lesson of economics, that is the story of village Palampur. So this is our today's lesson, the story of village Palampur. Before going to start our lesson, you should understand that Palampur village is a hypothetical village of India. Now you will ask me, what is the meaning of hypothetical? The meaning of hypothetical is that it is an imaginary village. Means this Palampur is not exist in any state of India. Then, dear student, you will ask me a question that why there is a need to understand a story of a Palampur which is already an imaginary village. Your answer, your question is correct. But though it is an imaginary village, by understanding the story of Palampur, we will understand the various production activity in Indian villages. Means here in this lesson, the village Palampur is a village which is representing, which is telling us that in Indian villages which type of production activities and different things are running in Indian villages. So by understanding the story of village Palampur, we are going to understand various activities which are performed in Indian villages. Okay, so before going to understand the production activities in Palampur, we will understand throughout the lesson that how various production activities are performed in Palampur. Just before we will understand the lifestyle of Palampur village. Means what is the daily routine of the people or the villagers of Palampur. First, farming is the main activity. Dear students, in the lesson, farming is the main activity of the people of Palampur. No doubt, this is an imaginary village, but the activities of the lifestyle of the people will represent the activities of all Indian villages. So, as a citizens of future, you should understand that rather than study, rather than syllabus, how variety of production activities are running in Indian villages. This is the motto of this lesson. So first, farming is the main activity in Palampur village. Second, along with farming, various activities are also performed in Palampur. For example, small scale manufacturing, again dairy farming, dairy is there, then transport is there, and shopkeeping. So, though farming is the main activity of Palampur, along with the farming, some farmers are doing small scale manufacturing, production of different things. Again, some are having their cattle, buffalo, cows, and selling them in the nearby villages or cities. Transport facilities are also available, means transportation occupation selling some items in the shop. Third lifestyle we will understand various transport like jeep, truck, tractor are also available here. Means people of Palanpur are using various vehicles like tractor, jeep, truck to carry to sell their product in nearby cities, towns or villages. Road transport is also available here. In Palanpur, the condition of road is bad. That is why various types of transport like jeeps, trucks, tractors are running from one place to another. Again, in Palanpur, there are two primary schools and one high school is available. Means for learning purposes also, here two primary school and one high school is available for learning processes. Next point we will see. Again in Palanpur, one primary health center by government and one private dispensary is also available. Means see, along with the education, primary school and high school, again for treating such type of diseases or health problems, one primary health center by the government and one private dispensary is available where the sick people are treated. So this is the representation of Indian villages. Though the Palanpur is a imaginary village, but the lifestyle, the activities which are performed in this lesson are telling us that Indian villages are also having such type of characteristics. Next lifestyle we will understand. Different non-farm activities are also performed in Palanpur. Means along with the farming, variety of non-farm activities are also performed that we already saw, that shopkeeping, dairy farming and small scale manufacturing. Next point. Now we will see the condition of people. Means what category of people are living in Palanpur. Total 450 families are living in Palanpur. Means total 450 families are living in Palanpur, which will have different castes, where some will be the upper caste or some will be the lower caste. Means 450 total families are living. Next, out of 80 families are upper caste families living in big houses made up of cement and bricks. Cement and bricks. You know that upper class people are having a good standard economical condition. That's why the houses are having big houses made up of cement and bricks. 1/3 of families are living on other corner of village in small houses made up of mud and straw. To see the variety of people, already you understood that 450 families are having a variety of economical standards. 80 families are having richness, that's why they are having a big houses and living in a standard houses, whether 1/3 of people, SC and ST, generally Dalit people who are living in another corner of the Palanpur, whose houses are made of mud and straw. So this indicates that the poor people as well as rich people and middle class families are also available in Palanpur. So dear students, this is also a real condition of our Indian villages. Because a variety of people you will find in Indian villages, those who will have 5 acres of land, or 10 acres of land, or some will have 50 acres of land, and some you will find that landless farmers, those who will not have their own land, those who will performing the work on the farm of others. So variety of things we will understand. So this is all about the village Palanpur. So this is the lifestyle of the Palanpur people. So it is the representations of an Indian villages. Now we will move to our another topic, that is production, organization of production, or we can say requirement for production. Now we will start our second topic, that is organization of production or we can say requirement for production. This is our second topic of this lesson, organization of production or we can say requirement for production. Means whenever we will produce particular thing in a village or in a city or in a town, so what type of things we will require for the purpose of production, that we are going to understand. Some question can be asked in an examination that write a short note on organization of production or which is the requirement for production. So generally, dear students, you will be aware nicely because already many of your parents will have their own businesses. Especially talking with Morbi town, you will be knowing that for the production of rice, you will know that your parents will require different things of different types of things. Means if the production of the rice will be there, so your parents will need for their business raw material like sand. If water, then your father will require that machinery. Again, they will need labor. Then infrastructure, water. So this is what we will understand for the production purposes. What things we require? Take the example of clothes. Means the clothes which you or I we are wearing, that is not created. जैसे बटन दबाया और कपड़ा तैयार हुआ, या बटन दबाया टाइल्स तैयार हुई, या बटन दबाया खाने का ऑयल तैयार हुआ. No student. If we want the oil for eating, edible oil, then the oil seeds like groundnut, soybean, cotton, first they are crushed in a machinery with the help of labor. Again, different types of things are required for this type of production. Then we will have such type of production. Means direct by switching a button, we are not getting any product. So today we will understand which are the basic requirements for the production that we are going to understand. Secondly, now first you should understand that what is the aim of production. Means you will be observing in variety of cities, villages, people are having different production system. Some people are producing the edible oil, some people are producing dyes, some people are producing the making thread and then clothes. So why there is need of such type of production? So first you should understand that what is the need of production. So already you know that the aim of the production is to create the services and goods. What is the aim of production? The aim of the production is to create the services and goods for the requirements of people. Means as a human being, we will need different types of granaries which are produced by the farmer. As a human being, we will need a variety of clothes that will be manufactured by the textile industries. As a human being, we will need some equipment for teaching students like a board, projector. So this will be produced by different industries. So first you should understand the aim of production is to create the services and to create the goods which will fulfill our needs. Means fulfillment of human needs. That is the purpose of that aim of production. So organization of production or requirement of production. So basically 4 things are important for the production of any product. कोई भी चीज जब बनती है तो उसके लिए 4 चीजों लगती है important that we are going to understand for every production. So things are essential. उसमें पहली है, first thing है labor. Second thing what we will require, yes, correct, that is after labor what we will need? First we will need labor, then physical capital, then third we will need that knowledge. First we will need labor, then we will need physical capital, then knowledge, and fourth we will require first labor, second physical capital, third knowledge, and fourth we will require enterprise. Labor. Now see, for doing any production, we will require labor. Whether there is help. That labor is having two types. Physical labor and mental labor. So see, labor is done always by the worker. If unless and until we will not have worker, then a single owner of factory can't do anything. So labors are very important. Second thing we will see physical capital. Before physical capital we will understand that physical capital. So in physical capital there are two types. Physical capital is having two types. First is fixed capital and second is working capital. Physical capital is having two types. Question can ask what is mean by physical capital, or what is mean by fixed capital, or what is mean by working capital. So here fixed capital, it is a fixed. Examples are vending machines and tools. So see, what is meant by fixed capital? Building machines and tools are known as fixed capital. For 1 mark question can be asked, what is meant by fixed capital? So we will write building machines and tools are known as a fixed capital. Now what is meant by working capital? So working capital is very important for production. Unless and until we will have the raw material for the production, or we will have money in hand, then the whole production is failed. So working capital includes raw materials and money. Now next we will see, first is knowledge and enterprise can come under one part. So third we can take that land, and this fourth we can take as knowledge and enterprise. Okay. Now see, first we saw labor is essential for any production. Second we saw physical capital, which includes fixed capital and working capital. Now third important requirement is land. Unless and until we will have land area, we will not have, we will not able to set up our project where we will produce variety of production. So land is also important. Along with land, what we require? Water. We require water. Then minerals. Then again, we will require forest. This is all about organization of production or requirement of production. Once again you will understand organization of production और requirement of production क्या होता है. कोई भी चीज बनाने के लिए हमको कौन सी चीजें लगती है. तो फर्स्ट we will need the labor. हमको लेबर की जरूरत होती है. अब लेबर is have two categories, physical labor and mental labor. Means unskilled workers are doing the physical work and educated workers who will be the supervisor or boss or superintendent that will perform the mental labor. So for any industry, physical labor is also important and mental labor is also important. Second thing we saw physical capital. क्वेश्चन क्या था, व्हाट इज द फिजिकल कैपिटल. तो हाउ मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ फिजिकल कैपिटल, ऐसा भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. तो फिजिकल कैपिटल हैविंग टू टाइप्स. पहला है फिक्स्ड कैपिटल और दूसरा है वर्किंग कैपिटल. नाउ व्हाट इज मीन बाय फिक्स्ड कैपिटल? बिल्डिंग, machines and tools which are used for various production is known as fixed capital. ये क्यों फिक्स होता है? At one you set up the building and one you purchase the machinery for particular production, then that will be known as fixed capital. Next, working capital. Now working capital includes raw material and money. Unless and until any owner of the factory will not have the raw material or money, then the production will not be run. And last, we are going to understand knowledge and enterprise. This is very important four types of production: knowledge and enterprise. If a owner will not have the knowledge how to use the power of labor, how to use the physical capital, how to use the land area, then that owner or the entrepreneur will not able to set up his production in a high scale. इसीलिए ये चौथा स्किल होना बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. You will be knowing that the owner of different factories are having such type of skill, knowledge. By using this type of knowledge, they are having a proper balance of labor, physical capital, land, and they are having such type of production. Land also important. Working capital में raw materials and money are also important. And in a lesson, Palanpur, we are understanding that farming is the main activity in the village Palanpur. And generally, you know, India is also having a country which is having main occupation. What is the main occupation of our Indian villages or India? Farming. Farming is the main occupation of our Indian villages, which are growing a material. अगर हमारे पास फार्मिंग के जरिए रॉ मटेरियल न होगा तो वैरायटी ऑफ थिंग्स नहीं बनती है. कपड़े जो हम पहन रहे हैं, दैट इज मेड ऑफ द कॉटन व्हिच इज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन अ फार्मिंग. कपड़ा जो बनता है बिकॉज ऑफ द कॉटन जो है कपास, इट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द फार्मिंग. देन विद द हेल्प ऑफ द नॉलेज एंड enterprise by the owner, then threads are made, then cloth is made. The edible oil, whether the soybean oil or cotton oil or groundnut oil which we are eating using in our kitchen, that is first as a raw material. Oil seeds are coming from the farm. Then in the help of industries, that oil seeds are crushed with the help of machines and we are getting a variety of that oil. Take the example of sugar or jaggery. शक्कर या गुड़ जो हम हमारे डेली डाइट में खाते हैं, that is not coming directly by the God. कि ले लो ये शक्कर ले लो, ये गुड़ ले लो. No. First that sugar cane, गन्ना जो होता है, farmers are doing the hard work and producing it in a farm, and then by having a processing with the help of different machineries, इन अ शुगर फैक्ट्री, तब जाके गन्ने का रस निकालते हैं विद हेल्प ऑफ मशीन, और फिर तब जाके उसका शक्कर बनता है और गुड़ बनाया जाता है। तो इट विल नीड डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोसेस। तो दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल। तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द टॉपिक organization of production or requirements of production. I hope you understood this topic. Now we will move for our next topic, that is important topic. Now we are going to understand farming in Palanpur. Means how the farming activity is done with the help of villagers of Palanpur. Farming in Palanpur. How the farmers are performing farming activity. Dear students, already I told you, though it is an imaginary story of Palanpur village, but still it is representing us that how Indian villages are having a variety of activities in a daily basis. So that we are going to understand. So farming in Palanpur. So first we will see land is fixed in Palanpur. Land is fixed in Palanpur. Some wetland is used for cultivable land. Means जो भी खेती योग्य जमीन नहीं थी, wetland थी, barren थी, that is used for cultivable process with the hard work of the farmers of Palanpur. Second, we will understand. Already we saw farming is the main activity in Palanpur. Okay. First we saw land in Palanpur. Farming is the main activity in Palanpur. Means main occupations of the people of Palanpur is what? Farming. Our Indian farmers, means our India's main occupation is also having farming. Third, crop season in Palanpur. Crop season in Palanpur. तो क्रॉप सीजन in Palanpur means पालनपुर में क्रॉप के जो सीजन होते हैं वो कितने प्रकार के होते हैं? जनरली देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ सीजन क्रॉप सीजन पालनपुर. पहला है खरीफ क्रॉप एंड सेकंड है रबी क्रॉप. क्रॉप सीजन में पालनपुर है टू सीजन. पहला है खरीफ क्रॉप और दूसरा है रबी क्रॉप. तो इन इंडियन विलेजेस आल्सो जनरली द फार्म व्हिच विल हैव डिपेंडिंग ऑन द रेनफॉल जनरली विल हैव टू टाइप्स ऑफ क्रॉप सीजन. पहला होता है खरीफ क्रॉप एंड दूसरा होता है रबी क्रॉप. नाउ यू शुड नो क्वेश्चन कैन कम दैट व्हाट इज मीन बाय खरीफ क्रॉप और व्हाट इज मीन बाय रबी क्रॉप. So 1 mark question can be asked. So you should write the month period or when it is performed and the example of the crop you will write. You will get 1 mark. So what is the kharif crop? Generally in rainy season. This time is in rainy season. Kharif crop कब होता है? In rainy season. Means generally you will be knowing that from the month of June the rainfall starts in India. So farmers start taking a variety of crops. from June to October month. From June to October month, the crops which will be taken in Indian farming will be known as Kharif crop. In rainy season, Kharif crop is taken. Second, then example of crop, we can say jawar. Jawar and bajra. So jawar and bajra are the best example of kharif crop. Question can come, what is meant by kharif crop? You can say that kharif crop is the crop which can come in a farm in a rainy season, and jawar and bajra are the best example of this kharif crop. Second, we will understand rabi crop. What is meant by rabi crop? So after the kharif crop, means when a crop is taken by the farmer in a winter season. So rabi crop we can take in a winter season. And here students, when our winter season starts? From the month of October end or November, we can say. From the end of October or November, the winter season starts. So in a winter season, an example are wheat. Wheat is the best example of rabi crop. So what we understood? Crop seasons in Palanpur. दो प्रकार के crop होते हैं, खरीफ crop and second rabi crop. खरीफ crop is taken in a rainy season and jawar and bajra are the best example. Rabi crop is taken in a winter season and wheat is the best example. Next point we will see. We are understanding the topic farming in Palanpur. Next point of this topic. We can understand crop pattern. Crop pattern. Crop pattern in Palanpur. पहले हम बोला क्रॉप सीजन, अब हम देख रहे हैं क्रॉप पैटर्न इन पालनपुर. Generally, there are three types of crop patterns in Palanpur. तीन प्रकार के क्रॉप से पैटर्न होते हैं. दो in story of Palanpur series. This type of crop season, this type of crop pattern are also available in Indian villages. Meaning directly, we are going to understand the cropping pattern, the production purpose, production style of Indian villages. Crop pattern in Palanpur. It is having three. पहला है crop pattern. First is single crop pattern. Second, double crop pattern. And third, multiple crop pattern. Dear students, when you will read the lesson line to line, you will understand that in Palanpur crop season, crop pattern and crop methods are given. So reading is very, very important in social science. Means you will say that I will not read the textbook and I will just ready-made answer I will learn and I will pass the exam. So this is not for the technique of social science. For the subject of social science, what is important? Means before the teaching of the teacher, the lesson should be read by 3 times by you. Again, after the teaching of the lesson by the teacher, the lesson should be read by you by 2 times. Means total 5 times reading should be there by your side for one lesson. Then, sincerely, you should maintain the fair copy of social science. Question given by the teacher should be written in a fair copy properly. Again, you should have a reading of that fair copy. And then at the end, you should sometimes use the reference book for 1 mark. for filling the blank or for important points. Some concepts are given. For that, we have to read the reference books also. Means this, if you will do properly, then you will get out of 80 more than 75 marks. Means it is very easy. The students, sincere students, are always getting more than 78 or more than 75 marks in social science. The student, lazy student, who will not read the lesson 4 times or 5 times. The student who will not maintain the fair copy properly will not get proper marks. That's why sincerity is also important. Understanding the social science. Sincerity is not important only for the life. Sincerity is also important for understanding the topics, maintaining the notebooks, writing the question answers. That's why this type you should do. So, crop pattern in Palanpur as you understand. First, single crop pattern. Second, double crop pattern. Third, multiple crop pattern. So, what is mean by single crop pattern? अब हम देखने वाले हैं कि सिंगल क्रॉप पैटर्न क्या होता है. तो व्हाट इज द सिंगल क्रॉप पैटर्न? When in a given piece of the land a particular crop is taken in a year is known as single crop pattern. मतलब साल में किसी खेती के टुकड़े पर जब एक ही प्रकार की फसल ली जाती है उसे सिंगल क्रॉप पैटर्न बोलते हैं. सेकंड, व्हाट इज मीन बाय डबल क्रॉप पैटर्न? In a given piece of land, when two crops are taken in a year, that is known as double crop pattern. किसी जमीन पर अगर साल में हम 2 फसल लेते हैं तो उसे डबल क्रॉप पैटर्न बोला जाता है. लास्ट, मल्टीपल क्रॉप पैटर्न. What is mean by multiple crop pattern? तो what is the multiple crop pattern? When in a given piece of land in a year, when we will take 3 crops in a year or more than 6 crops, that will be known as multiple crop pattern. Means दिए हुए जमीन पर अगर आप साल में 3 फसल लेते हैं या मोर देन 3 फसल लेते हैं तो उसे मल्टीपल क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न बोला जाता है. तो क्वेश्चन क्या है? आप व्हाट इज मीन by single crop pattern or what is mean by double crop pattern or multiple, or write a types of crop pattern in Palanpur or write a crop pattern in India. So dear students, this was all about the crop pattern in Palanpur. So once again today we will review what we understood, then we will end of this lecture. तो फर्स्ट वन वी अंडरस्टूड. पहले हमने क्या देखा? फर्स्ट वी सॉ लाइफस्टाइल और वी कैन से डेली रूटीन. ऑफ Palanpur people. पहले हमने देखा कि लाइफस्टाइल और डेली रूटीन ऑफ पालनपुर पीपल. नेक्स्ट व्हाट वी सॉ? देन वी अंडरस्टूड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और क्या देखा? रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन देन व्हाट इज द बाद में देखा फार्मिंग इन पालनपुर. Farming in Palanpur. So generally, first, second and third topic we covered. First, lifestyle or daily routine of Palanpur people, organizations of production और requirements of production. Third we saw farming in Palanpur, जिसमें हमने देखा कि land fix in Palanpur. Then हमने देखा कि crop seasons in Palanpur. Then we saw crop pattern in Palanpur. Now this is the end of this today's lecture. Remaining part of this lecture we will continue in next class. Till then, goodbye.